We always crown a September Heisman, and it might be Anthony Richardson, the Florida quarterback. It feels like the guy who is unbelievable in September and maybe not so much in December. Although I'm hearing great things about Richardson, that he could be a top 10 draft pick. I mean, is that far-fetched that he was behind Kyle Trask and that guy could be, a higher draft pick than Trask?
No, because I mean we've seen that before. I mean, like Mitch Trubisky was make of it what you will. I mean, he was a backup until his senior year behind a guy that was mobile because he was a better fit for the offense. So I think sometimes it's just while Trask was a good player, was an accurate thrower. I think the more unjustifiable guy that was in front of him on the depth chart was Emory Jones. He was the starter throughout all of last year, and Anthony Richardson played at times, but probably should have been the guy from the jump based on what we've seen. When I watch this guy, I see Vince Young. People have compared him to Cam Newton. People have compared him to Tebow. I don't see it that way at all. I think Tebow was a power runner. He was essentially a fullback, playing quarterback. And then Cam was a little bit more physical as well, where it's mostly going to be about his raw power and he's going to pick up your 5 and 6 yards. Now he can get in the open field, but Cam was more physically imposing. When I watch Anthony Richardson, I see Vince Young because of the fluidity and the effortless nature with how he kind of goes about his business. I mean, he's so fluid and he's moving. He doesn't even look like he's running, but he's faster than anyone on the field. He can just the way his body and his head moves and his arm moves and just everything. If you watch them side by side, the comparison it's unique just how similar they are. Now, I would also compare him to a sophomore Vince Young. And I grew up in Dallas and went to the Texas-Oklahoma game every year. So I watched Vince Young come of age over the course of a 4-year period. And Vince Young as a sophomore is about where Anthony Richardson is. The freak show athleticism is on display every week, but there's also a certain, like, he's a little erratic at times in the passing game. He isn't great on the downfield throws, but it's in there. So it's coming. It's just, that's the path that he's on right now. So yes, he will, I think, in time be a super elite, multi-dimensional player. But right now, he's just such a God-given athlete. It's just incredible to watch.